today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, look around.
Yeah, I know. All right, so here we go.
Where you guys at, dude? You're at like the loop, dude. You're at the center of this county's death.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So this is 2 Kings 17, verse 13. Yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I command your fathers, which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets. So it's telling them, hey man, get y'all act together. You know what I'm saying? And how does the Lord speak to his people? By the prophets, man. Just like you see here.
Right.
That's how he speaks to you.
Spreading the good word.
Right. He ain't gonna come down off his throne and come down, hey, stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like to the neck of their fathers, that did not believe in the Lord their God, and they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies, which he testified against them, and they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round and about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them that they should not do like them. So basically, what our people started doing, following the heathen nations, worshiping their gods, following after them. Same thing our people do today. You got
Golden Ball.
Yeah, you got some of our people in fucking Scientology, some of our people in Christianity, some of our people in goddamn Muslim, you know what I'm saying?
I actually, not gonna bullshit, dude. I actually went up there a couple times. Just cause, man, like, same reason I'm here right now. Like, I'm not gonna follow anything, really. I'm gonna go and figure out what I wanna do, but at the same time, I like to hear the knowledge, man. Like, you gotta open up, man. Like, you gotta figure out what's out there.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
But see, all that, see, there's a difference.
That's some crazy shit. You guys are pretty much saying almost the same thing. It's just different ways of going.
But this really relates to you.
Right.
You know, this is about. No, this is about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this ain't got nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Have you ever noticed? If you actually look at the Scientology like symbol, it's an S with two triangles, but the two triangles actually make a dollar sign through the S.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of fucked. Just a little bit. I thought it was really odd.
Hey, have you heard of Aleister Crowley too? Aleister Crowley, he was basically a big Satanist or whatever, and he deals with that Scientology and all that.
Alright, so that right
I think
there
this
is
is
kind of like red light.
Yeah,
you should take a look at
just
what
look him up. His name is Aleister Crowley, and he got a book called Morals and Dogma. All right.
You guys got any like pamphlet? Anything? Like
we got internet sites.
yeah, internet stuff.
Hey, so
Yeah.
you know, like I said, our people doing the same thing today. See, this how we know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the scriptures don't testify of who the people are of the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Verse 16. And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove and worshiped all the host of heaven and served by all, just like you said. They worshiping everything, worshiping cows, stars, moons, you know what I'm saying, everything. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire and used divination and enchantments and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. You know what that is, passing through the fire, you know.
What are you reading right now?
It's 2 Kings. Yep, verse chapter 17. And that's what the native tribes are known for. That sacrifice, you know, it's sacrifice of virgins, passing through the fire, and all
that crazy shit.
Yeah.
Nothing to really be proud of, but hey, yes, I am damn sure proud to be native.
You should be. Shit. Verse 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah. So Lord removed Israel, which is the northern tribe. All these tribe members right here, Dominicans on down, he removed them out, but he only left Judah, which is the top 3 tribes. He left them there. Okay? Because y'all, the northern tribe, y'all was doing all that sacrificing and
said, get out of the Holy Land.
Right.
So that's how the separation of our 2 tribes started.
Yeah, that's how the separation of the family started.
So read that again so you get a better understanding.
Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
Because Judah was basically tribe of Judah was Benjamin, Benjamin, and Levi. That's considered as Judah, all right? And the northern kingdom is considered as Israel.
So he kicked y'all out for not following the commandments.
Right.
All right. Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. So we started following y'all. So we started going off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna follow our brothers shit. They was got them worshiping all these different guys. Hey, we're gonna do it too. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them in the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out his sight.
See, spoilers is your enemies. All right, another nation. He delivered us to another nation. All right. Go ahead.
For he rent Israel from the house of David. And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king, and Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord and made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did. They departed not from them until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. So y'all went into Assyrian captivity. That's what the northern
And that's
tribe.
what you were saying earlier?
Right,
How
so
we got,
yeah, that's how y'all got split away from it. So originally we all was in Israel at one point.
do me a favor, man. Here, write down that website.
Alright. So originally we was all in Israel at one point. But then when we started worshiping other gods, he separated us. He split us, sent y'all into Assyrian captivity. Alright? And later on, when you continue to read the scriptures, we went into Babylonian captivity. Alright, so we both tribes ended, well, both nations ended up going into captivity. Alright, and that's how we got that separation of not really knowing that we were brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Two different captivities, you know,
Right.
took us apart.
Right.
Alright? And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon. Well, that's it on that. So y'all went into Assyria, okay? So y'all went into Assyria, okay? Remember that, right?
Right.
Now watch this.
The second Esdras 13 and 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
So these are the 10 tribes. So from Simeon on down, that was carried out of their own land. Go ahead.
In the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
See, king of Assyria led them away captive. So don't go ahead.
And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Carried
Which
them
is-
over the waters.
Which is Assyria. So y'all went out of Israel over into Assyria. Now while y'all was in Assyria, watch what happened. Go ahead.
But they took this counsel amongst themselves that
So-
they would
So the northern tribe took a counsel among themselves. Go ahead.
leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So it said y'all took a counsel among each
Came
other.
over here.
Right. That y'all didn't want to be amongst those heathens that took y'all into captivity. That y'all wanted to go to another far land where never mankind dwelt. Now, back then, what did they call the area over there? The known world. But when they end up coming over here, what they call this? The new world. So what was that land that no man knew about? America. Go ahead.
Yeah, read that part again. So it better
What scripture is that, brother?
Second Esdras 13 and 39. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel amongst themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own lands.
So like I told you, your people knew what they supposed to do. They knew about the commandments. They had all that. That's why in the news, like maybe about 4 years ago, they was wondering how did the native, when they found that stone down in Mexico, it was like how did those natives have that Hebrew inscription of the commandments?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
how.
Yeah. I do remember a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's exactly what it was, but yeah, I knew there was something that got found that surprised the hell out of it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's why they knew, and that's what they said. They said, "Hey, we're gonna come over here so we can keep these commandments." You know what I'm saying?
So is that what was actually on them then?
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
that's
was.
what it was on.
Yeah, that was real Hebrew. Go ahead.
And they enter into Euphrates by the narrow.
So this is how your people came over here. So they enter into the Euphrates. Go ahead.
by the narrow passages of the river.
Uh-huh.
For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they.
Now we had a map. The Euphrates, basically what it does, it goes in between Africa and forgot the little northern country that sits above Africa, but it's in between there. Then you go around the Horn of Africa. That's what they did. Go ahead.
For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
Exactly. Held still the flood because those waters are very treacherous around the Horn and going up through like the same route that they took the Atlantic slave trade. That's the same route, man.
How ironic, right?
Huh?
I said how ironic, right?
Right. Go ahead.
Shit.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
So it took them a year and a half to get over here.
The same region is called Orsaret.
The same region is called Arsenal. Oh yeah, matter of fact, when you watch that movie Columbus, when he's talking to the it's 1492. If you ever go rent that movie, when he goes and talks to that prince, that queen and king, and he's telling them, you know what I'm saying, basically he knows that there's another land mass. And then they ask him, they like, how do you know that? Then he tells, he's like, the book of Ezra says so. And that's what we're reading out of right now. And that's how he knew. And that's why when they came over here, what did they have on deck with them? They had Hebrew translators. So when they got off the ship, guess who was speaking to them? Black Hebrew. Well, they was from Spain, black people from Spain, but they spoke Hebrew. When they got off the ships, they spoke to the natives in Hebrew, and that's how they was able to communicate. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. So that's what happened.
It's just knowledge.
Yeah, man. The first slaves didn't even come from Africa. The first slaves came from Spain.
They're right.
Yeah.
Really?
So-called what our people know as Moors, but really they Israelites. Moors. Yeah, the Moors, which conquered Spain, Italy, and Ireland, England. You know what I'm saying? Scotland.
Any of the UK, pretty much.
UK. Yeah. See, we was ruling, but ended up getting overtaken from the Black Plague. You know what I'm saying? Bubonic plague, Black Plague. Took us out. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how so-called white man got back in the rulership. And then that's when they came out with the Renaissance, the rebirth for the white man. You know what I'm saying? So then he went around painting his face on stuff, you know, iconoclasm.
So wait, who's this guy again?
Yeah, Cicero. That's where this came in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where this came into
The
place.
Renaissance.
And this is the Renaissance.
Yeah, right here. This
That's
is
when
it
it
right
came
here.
into place.
That's it right
What's
here.
his name?
This is Cicero.
Cesare Borgia.
And you just talking about the Moors, right? One of them Hannibal people, that's when Hannibal went through there, conquered up. So Hannibal was an Israelite?
Yep, it was an Israelite, yep.
But they labeled him as a Moor, though.
Right. All it was Israelites that took on Muslim.
Right.
Islam, that's all. But really they Israelites, just following a different religion. Just like we told you, we got all our people out here, they don't know that they really Israelites, so they following all different types of, you know what I'm saying, different religions and stuff.
So what do you guys actually follow? Like,
The
what
Bible,
do you-
the scriptures.
Yeah, it's just in a different way, I guess. Huh?